Hey, yo, what's going on? But once again, bros, women, bronies, and Pegasisters, otakus, ikikomotos, this is the one, the only, of course, Mr. Nintendo Sony for 2011 NK Criticism Guide 2009. Of course, you guys have read intro to this channel. Definitely check out freenumber.com, but of course, from the studios. If any people are interested in Best Parts Program, Best Partnership, all that shit. Links in the description box down below. If any people are interested in Business Parts Program, distribution type of all this other all this other bullshit. You already know what it is already. If you've been around my channel long enough, all the monetization programming, like marketing scheme strategy shit. Anyways, without further ado, let's begin and let's go. So today, I am going to be reacting to. That's a nice side of the room. I'm going to be reading two different NX article session reviews today. It's probably just going to be called article review because I probably can't fit the whole title in. As most of you guys know, if you've been with me for long enough, and shout out to this one of the person that's been with me. I think since I had about 250 subscribers way back in 2012, or I think it was early 2013. It was a while ago. It was about 3, possibly 4 years ago. Shout out to my boy freaking Desder15. I totally forgot about you, man. I'm real sorry. He was one of the first, I think, 250 people that subscribed to my channel. You know, he actually gave me a message on YouTube real quick, and bottom of my heart, that's really awesome. That really dedicated subscribers like that are still around, and I thank you very much, man, for still watching my content. I know I haven't seen or talked to you in a while, but life's been really busy, my friend. It really has been. Shout out to him, and shout out to a lot of my old school subscribers that have been with me for the beginning, way back in 2011, even back in my Criticism Guide 2009 times, which I really don't do videos too much on there anymore because this is my main focus of YouTube nowadays, is this channel. I probably do 1 or 2 videos there occasionally, but it's usually about a whole bunch of other different things you guys probably wouldn't be interested in. Anyways, I'll be leaving both of these links as box down below in the on side if you want to read them for yourself. And here we go. So the first one comes from Shaq News, and shout out to the person I usually get credit to, the people that made videos on this already. If you've been around my channel long enough, because I've been doing this since, well, this article session review stuff since I think the beginning or the middle of 2013, so about 3.5 years. I've been doing it for a little while now. Because before that, the first 2 years I was on this channel, I only did I think I only talked about anime article session reviews, and then I talked about a couple top 10s and stuff, which I kind of stopped doing top 10s on this channel because it takes a lot of work and hard effort to do those videos. And I don't even freaking edit my videos. Imagine if I did. Probably take almost a week just to do one video. Anyways, other than that, this one comes from Shaq News, and it's titled, I'm going to read both the titles first and then I'll get into it in a second. It's called Report. Analysts expect Nintendo to release the NX by early October. It's pretty wild shit, and it's from David Craddock. So hopefully I'm saying that last name right. So shout out to David Craddock for making this article here. And the other one is from Cinema Blend. It's titled "Nintendo Fans Are Getting a Little Obsessive Over the NX," and it's from William Usher. So 2 days ago, very recent. The video's probably not gonna be up till tomorrow because tomorrow's Saturday, and that usually means most of it one of two things: either one, I'll probably go out to be seeing one of the latest new movies out there that I've been wanting to see for the longest time. Or 2, at least until October, November when the season ends. If any people are bronies out there, you know what I'm talking about. I should watch a brand new MLP episode most of the time. That's usually what I'm mostly doing most of the time, Saturday. Anyways, without further ado, let's begin. Whoa, man, I almost dropped this fucking tablet. So, if any people are wondering why I have a band-aid on my finger, just in case any people cared, I said this in my reaction video earlier because I ended up cutting myself one of the can openers. It's crazy because it happened almost in 21, 22 years way back when I was freaking toddler back in the day. I was about 5, 6 years old at the time. It sucked ass. It was a lot worse than that. This one was nothing. But anyways, here we go. So let's read this one from Shaq News first. And here we go. So it says, AIM reports that Nintendo's stocks are soaring higher than the Mario equipped with the P-Wing Power Plus with the following announcements of Super Mario Run. Analysts told the Wall Street Journal that they expect the company to, quote, release the NX details by early October, unquote. Nintendo, due to, finally, pulling the NX rabbit out of the hat, poring over financial statements revealed by that of Nintendo plans to launch Nintendo NX in March of 2017, along with The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild for both the Wii U and the NX, with new Mario and Pokemon games following on its heels. Excuse me. Let's continue on. That leaves roughly 5 months to endure to educate the consumers and buyers of what or exactly the NX is. Reports from the sources close to Nintendo claim that the NX will take its form of a tablet style console / handheld hybrid that you can hook up to your TV while at home, then detach it and play it on the go. Other reports indicate that detachable controllers and games running on cartridges instead of optical discs. Still, other reports claim that the NX will be compatible with the Nintendo smartphone games, meaning you might be able to play Super Mario Run, Pokemon Go, Miitomo on the same console that runs on Zelda Breath of the Wild. And that's pretty much it. It was a lot shorter than the other one I'm about to read because that one looks long as shit. I haven't read it myself before I did this video. I'm just going by instincts too. Shout out to Team Instincts because you're still playing Pokemon Go, which I doubt it, but hey, some of you guys still are. Who knows? And I forgot about the buddy system last week. It came out Saturday. I didn't even know about it till like Tuesday when a whole little tiny mini special for Pokemon Sun and Moon was coming out. By the way, I think on Tuesday, on September 20th next week, there's supposed to be a little bit more of a better explanation for like Pokemon Sun and Moon. It's probably gonna be a longer trailer. I doubt if it will be. It'd be great if it is. I'll still be reacting to that the exact same day. Shout out to almost the 50 people that watched the video. I thank you very much for that. And here we go. So this is from Cinema Blend. As I said before, I'll say it again. It says, quote, Nintendo NX fans are getting a little obsessive, about the NX by William Usher 2 days ago. So let's begin. So it says, ever since Nintendo announced that Pokemon Go was coming to the Apple Watch and revealed that Super Mario Runner, a lot of people have been asking about Nintendo when they're going to formally announce the Nintendo NX. In fact, it's becoming a bit of an obsession for some fans as they stalk the Nintendo pages begging for information. This may sound like a hyperbole and a complete fabrication of community obsession, but I assure you that it's not. Polygon did a write-up of the various replies to their posts, resulting in people diverting to the question about the NX news. Twitter comments for the Nintendo of America account shows a lot of people begging for more news about the NX. This one right here from Ryan says, hoping hashtag Tokyo Game Show 2016 is not a buzz for Nintendo of America. Anything short of a huge blowout about Nintendo NX will not be tolerated. And that guy's really, really pissed off right now. He really, really wants this thing to be a legit thing. And his username says Forbidden Duck. Okay. So it says Ryan's comments are a bit tame compared to some. Here's just some hoping that the Tokyo Game Show doesn't end without some sort of reveal or mention for the Nintendo NX. Besides, there are now only a handful of months later before the system actually launches, and we still don't know much of what it looks like. The subtle desperation from Ryan doesn't really match up with all caps responses from Twitter with the user Noi, who has the NX in their handle. They rated the Paper Mario Color Splash tweet from Nintendo America and begged for NX news. Oh man, that's really hilarious. There's no cussing and profanity in that one. I'm just going to let you guys read that. But that's really funny though. So it says, Noi has some real financial gumption there. Willing to put money down on a game that they don't just care about just to get it for the Nintendo NX. Now that's some real dedication out there. And then there were some people like Todd Spango who figured that maybe the Nintendo NX could be revealed if they threatened self-harm towards Nintendo by going without food. Wow. Okay, that's a little that's a little too damn extreme out there, people. You gotta like, chill the fuck out with that shit. That's very, very dangerous. Do not overstarve yourself or try to commit suicide or any of that stuff over a handheld game. That's really crazy. So that guy on Todd Spango, you might need some help, my friend. I'm just saying, just putting it out there. So it said if Todd was planning on losing weight, then fasting might help. But the better and more efficient way to lose weight is playing Pokemon Go. If you're a real Nintendo fan, a YouTube music producer didn't get into the theatrics on all. Excuse me. A YouTube music producer didn't get into the theatrics of the all caps screaming feats as some of the other users did. Instead, they only had 3 words that spread out across the sentences, directed firmly and officially of the Nintendo America account. Oh, that's really nice. It says Nintendo NX now, please. So it says none of these tweety tweets, that's kind of weird, really measure up to a certain David GX. He wasn't interested in the news about the Nintendo NX, and neither were the people replying to him. The one other thing that David wanted more than anything was for Nintendo to tell the fans when they were going to tell all the fans about the Nintendo NX. We've reached the point to where fans are now begging for an announcement day where they will announce the Nintendo NX. I kid you not. So it says, but even then, the comments of fans and diehard Nintendo followers begging for the Nintendo NX news is to be expected. They hang on to every word Nintendo publishes and latches on to every franchise that comes out. Right? We expect the diehard fans to, be diehard fans. What's funny though is that seeing the media outlets getting in on the action, replying to the official Nintendo posts with the responses of gifs, while making it known that they're the only things that they're interested for the Nintendo NX news. Shigeru News, a news site covering all things Nintendo, has been popping onto Nintendo's feedback at the NX. Nintendo's feed asking to checking up for anything remotely related to the NX. While nothing to be reported to the account then goes back into waiting, desperately seeking info from the big end. The reality is that Nintendo operates on their own time, and no amount of begging from fans is going to make the NX appear any sooner than what Nintendo has planned. Rumors suggest that more of the news will be available in October, but for now we'll have to wait and see until March 2017 for the new system to launch. And as everything says, #Nintendo, subscribe to topics you're interested in. Other than that, overall thoughts, views, and opinions. Leave my drink on before I get into my little bit of a ranty type of topic. Other than that, let's see. The first one I could kind of see it happening with, as far as Shaq News goes, with like Nintendo NX possibly getting like a small, tiny bit of tidbit information as far as that goes. By the way, I rarely ever use this shirt. It's like a little Mickey Mouse fusion mixed with Star Wars. You know, they pretty much own that franchise now, but I don't know if LucasArts still owns a little bit of it, and of course Electronic Arts and all those other guys, so really badass looking one I haven't worn in like forever. I think you might have seen it before a while back. Other than that, I'm almost getting to 726 subscribers. I know it's completely unrelated, but that's where I was before YouTube almost 2 months ago. I think it was like in late June, early July. I think it's when they like did their little like YouTube raging or purging of like taking people's subscribers on. I know I lost about, at that time, let's see, it was 26, so I lost about 15 or 16 subscribers at that time, but not as bad as other people that have hundreds of thousands and millions of subscribers. I think they lost about 40, 50,000 subscribers. They lost way more than I did. And then again, I am a smaller channel, but it is what it is. Other than that, man, I'm honestly not surprised at all if Tokyo Game Show does end up revealing the NX next month. I thought the Tokyo Game Show was supposed to be this month, September. I don't know why in the hell it's coming out like a month later. Because I know a lot of people were like, literally, I think the only news they were talking about this week most of the time, as far as, you know, outside of video game news, which I really don't talk about too much, is usually a whole bunch of Samsung 7 iPhone things exploding people's faces. That, and I think a lot of recalls, I think GMC and everything like that, which I usually don't really follow up too much on news like that because, you know, it's kind of boring. It's not really fascinating or exciting like I want to hear. Other than that, what else can I say? Holy shit, man. I know a lot of people have been begging for this NX for a long time too, and I feel their pain. I really want to see this motherfucker right now. I want to see this hybrid of a console that Nintendo's been hiding for so damn long now. So freaking Reggie Fils-Aimé and the other dude, besides him and Shigeru Miyamoto, Tatsumi Kimishima, I really want to see that bad boy come out soon. I mean, I would love to see it in October, November get released instead of March, but to each his own. I even heard some people saying that like it might not even be in March. It might be in July or August or September, or maybe next year, October 2017. Which I can see that being a very big reality of a situation actually appearing and actually happening in the real world. It would be pretty damn crazy. What else? Other than that, a lot of people aren't really excited for the Nintendo Wii U like games that are coming out, like the whole Mario Color Splash, and then a couple other games that are out there are going to be coming out pretty soon for Nintendo. I see where they're coming from, and that's pretty much it as far as it going and possibly in Tokyo Game Show. Oh, and I've been hearing a lot of other news with a whole bunch of other things too. There's a couple games out there. I know we really want to do a reaction review segment for it. I heard Gravity Rush 2 was coming out, along with a couple other ones. I know there was another reveal for Tekken. It was I think his name was Liu Kang or Liu Kane. It was one of those two. It looks like Bruce Lee a little bit versus this other like Asian chick or whatever. I really want to do a reaction review segment video to that. That side of them pretty damn soon. Stay on the lookout for that. I might do it tomorrow, Saturday. Who knows? If I have time, of course. Other than that, that's really all I got to say for them. I'm revealing it possibly in October. I doubt if they're ever going to show it. If they do, they'll probably show us maybe the remote, like maybe a side piece to it, maybe it's a picture of a button or something. Maybe if we're lucky enough, we're that damn lucky, it's probably going to be A, B, X, Y. I don't even know. Only Nintendo they're being so tight-lipped, sealed over this Nintendo NX project. Now, as far as Sony goes, I already talked about that a couple days ago. If any people didn't know, you can follow me on Twitter, Facebook if you want to, or Instagram if you want to. But all the other social media sites are all down below there, like they always are, if you haven't known. But, oh man, I just really want them to show at least a little picture or slideshow thing of it at least. Give us a teaser trailer of it, like how at E3 this past year, it was a couple months ago, how Microsoft, they were showing like the Xbox Scorpio, they were showing little shades of parts of it, a little bit of an interior parts of it, and the outside exterior part of it. They didn't show it all the way completely. Maybe if Nintendo does that same route that Microsoft was doing with their Xbox Scorpio console, is supposed to be coming out, I think, early next year. Maybe the same time Nintendo's coming out. Because I think in October, November, I think the official PS4, not PS4K, PS4 Pro is supposed to be coming out pretty damn soon. I still got to get used to that title. Shit. Now, as far as them being super over-obsessive fanboys and fangirls over the Nintendo NX, I can totally see where they're coming from. I remember back in the days, I was super hyped as fuck. This is when freaking after the N64 was being a thing. Because I was around ever since, like, freaking the original Super Nintendo came out at the time. Of course, I wasn't around when the original Nintendo, I think it was 1984, 85 when it came out, because I wasn't born until about 4 or 5 years later in 89, way later after that. But I was always hyped to see what brand new freaking thing they were going to have when I used to read their Nintendo Power magazines back in the days, when I was a 90s kid, and of course, early 2000s kid and teenager way back then. It was fun to see what I was really wanting to speculate. What's going to come out next? I want to see the next game. I want to see it. I want it in my hands right now. I was a super hyperactive kid at the time. You know, there were super few times where I was real mature around people when I was still going to school, especially with teachers and stuff. I was kind of a kiss ass at that time, unfortunately. But when I got to high school, that changed a little bit. Not too much. But other than that, man, I really want to see what these motherfuckers were. Especially when the GameCube came out. I remember when I got the special platinum one. I was super happy and hyped about it. And then a couple years later, I had to sell it off at a pawn shop because, you know, I was starting college at that time. It was time to get busy, you know. It was time to get more serious about life, unfortunately. Or since I'm out of there, I've been out for since like 2011, 2012, when I started out this channel. So about 5-6 years I've been out. Probably about 6 years. So I've been busy as hell with life, but I got a little bit more time in my hands to do videos, of course. But other than that, let's see. What else can I really say? I guess the only one thing I want to say is, hold on. The only thing I can say for damn sure is that number one, we know for a fact, this isn't even speculation anymore, that number one, there's going to be an obvious Mario game. Another Super Mario game is going to be titled New Super Mario Brothers NX or something. I don't know. Like they always do, because they milked the crap out of that franchise for over almost not even 20, 30 freaking years already with Nintendo. Not trying to throw shit at freaking Mr. Shigeru Miyamoto's way. I respect the man. The guy's a freaking legend right next to how the late and great Mr. Satoru Iwata was, you know. Had nothing but freaking respect and dignity and honesty towards the dudes. But still, they gotta milk some other franchises out there. I mean, I would love to see them bring the Metroid series back. I would love to see that on the NX, or the old school balloon popper franchise, or a revert, like a remake, modern day versions of the Duck Hunt dog thing, or even the Billy Hatcher thing. I missed that motherfucker. That was a really good ass game, where the spiritual successor, like they did with Banjo, because even though they're doing it now with ukulele, you know, I can't wait to see that motherfucker. That would be on the NX. I would be hyped as hell to see that thing come through. Or other than that, that's pretty much all I gotta say. And obviously, one more other thing, we already know for a fact, like I said before, I'll say it again. There's going to be a brand new Super Mario game, and of course, a brand new Pokemon game is going to be coming out with the NX next year. So obviously, I'm going to be more hyped for the Pokemon one, obviously. And that's pretty much it. Links to the description box down below, annotation outside of both these articles I read. You can read them on your own time, and I'm done here. Peace out once again, bros, women, bronies, mega sister. I will see you when I see you guys today. Have a good day, have a good night, wherever you are around the world. Don't drink smoke at the same time. Don't think they're reckless. Keep it calm, keep it cool, keep it chill, keep it light out there, and until then, that's it, guys. Peace out, ladies and bye. Stay tuned, more videos coming soon, brand new videos almost every single day. Stay on the grind, stay easy, stay safe, stay healthy, be easy, be do it yourself. Peace out, I'm like sauerkraut. I'm gone and getting the hell out of here. Stay tuned, more future content channel, stay tuned for more updates. And of course, stay safe, everyone. Stay tuned for more future commentaries and channel. Stay tuned for more future Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, PC gaming news, and of course, anime, manga, trailer review, reaction reviews on this side of the room. And of course, my reaction review segments on that side of the room. And my anime teaser trailers, my overhyped review segments, along with my video reaction reviews, responses, rants. And that's pretty much it. Oh, and if any people are wondering, who were paying attention all the time, I am going to be wearing that pretty soon next month. This badass of a jacket. I will be using it pretty damn soon, so stay tuned for that. Once October next month comes around, starts getting a little bit cooler in the desert out here. You'll see that a lot more often. Take it easy, deuces, goodbye. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, all my Nintendo fans. Peace.